Hello, I'm Chris Williams from Read Comics, They're Bad For You. Unless you're watching this on my alternate channel, Comic Freak on BitChute. Today, we're going to be talking about how Paul Feig wants to direct Ghostbusters 2016 2. And he wants to drum support for it by bringing in a bunch of people, including the cast and other people, to get Sony to get the go-ahead to make the movie. All I can say is, this is a bad idea. Ghostbusters 2016 tanked. It was far worse than Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel was just a boring movie. It was just a straight line throughout of it. But Ghostbusters 2016, it pretty much perfected the term boring. No one wants to see your movie, Paul Feig. And he has got support from Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig, and of course Leslie Jones. Kate McKinnon is also on board, but I haven't heard anything from Chris Hemsworth. Probably because he's the star of actually a popular movie series, Thor Ragnarok. I mean, the first two Thor movies weren't all that great. I liked them, but no one else apparently really thought they were great. He probably doesn't want to get his chances hurt for future Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Now, Paul Feig is basically stating on this on evidence from a fan account at Pat McKinnon AUS, a Ghostbusters 2016 account that was made by a bunch of actual fans of the 2016 movie. And here I thought there were none. I kind of have my doubts. It might just be something Paul Feig threw together by giving money to a bunch of bloggers. I don't trust him. Now, he's stating it's evidence that people really want to see a sequel to the 2016 movie. I don't want to call it Ghostbusters because that is not a Ghostbusters movie. And I have to say this. I don't want to see Melissa McCarthy or Kristen Wiig again as Ghostbusters. I hate their outfits. They were just rip-offs of the originals. The only thing differentiating them was a bunch of orange and white stripes. And Chris Hemsworth can do far better. Now, that saying about that, I have to say that Kate McKinnon, now that I look back on it, I think I hate her performance as well. I said, yes, I liked it. It was the only thing good. But that's only because it was the only bit of life in an otherwise bland movie. I try not to use bland so often because I used to use that word a lot in my early reviews. But I can't say anything more than that. It's just a bland movie. Here we see the original Ghostbusters going up against Ghostbusters 2016. Even in this picture, it just looks like the characters in the 2016 one are just trying too hard or just don't know what they're doing. Well, the original characters, Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd, just look so natural. I mean, they actually look like real people here. They're just lounging around after their victory over Gozer. Here, they're even covered in marshmallow fluff. While the other characters are just, in the 2016 one, are just trying to look, we're awesome. We're so awesome. You can't beat us because we're so awesome. Well, the Ghostbusters just have that, yeah, whatever you say, a sarcastic tone, and with Ernie Hudson looking like a humble guy, while Bill Murray looks triumphant, and Dan Aykroyd looks happy. It's so much better from just that picture. Even the Slimer from the 2016 one was it wasn't Slimer. It gave him a girlfriend, a female Slimer. It wasn't, I wouldn't even say that was even the original character. Now, well, mainly because I hate the 2016 movie so much. And as I said, Slimer was another good point in that movie, but it was only like a retread of the original. But I only say that he wasn't really Slimer because he stole the Ghostbusters mobile in that movie and he drove it off a cliff with his girlfriend while they were acting all weird. In the original movie, he was just a slime bucket who just ate things. It just didn't come off like the character. Even though there wasn't that much, there is no character as a Slimer. It just made me angry looking back on it. I'm just trying to find faults with the 2016 movie, and there are plenty. And I'm trying to find out the faults, even with them trying to give us something to chew on in the 2016 movie, like the Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd only making cameo appearances. Even Ernie Hudson only made a cameo appearance, and he was treated badly in the original movie. He only came back because they paid him, and this kind of hurts all of their legacies, because the original movie from the 80s was just a straight up classic. And saying that, and seeing the remake in 2016, they should not have made the Ghostbusters 2016. They should have let Ghostbusters in the 80s. Paul Feig just wants to shove his politics down everyone's throats, because he was ridiculed as a kid for having a name that rhymed with the derogatory term for homosexual, as I've heard. I gotta tell you, his behavior is making it a lot easier to people to have derogatory words like that come back into fashion, because we are beginning to hate people like Paul Feig. And he's not even a homosexual. He's just an SJW NPC, pretty much the classic poster boy for this trope. And not to mention Leslie Jones as well. We can see her here trying to look cool, even though she played just your classic black person being black. The only good thing, if I go on further, is that Harold Ramis died, and he didn't have to see the mess that they made in 2016. And I hate the fact that he died, and we'll have no more Egon Spengler. While Ernie Hudson, if you go into how characters act, he played the classic straight man, the classic everyman. He wasn't black. He was the average American. He got himself into an adventure he never thought would actually happen to him. Here we can see him being all determined, a former Vietnam vet about to go and save his country, while the other men beside him, standing beside him, might not have been in the military, but are equally have their lives on the line against the supernatural threat that will end their world. Did we get that in 2016? No. We got a nerd boy and his obsession that was very much like Paul Feig's and every other SJWs who want to alter the world because they think it'll make the world better, when in actuality they are ruining it. All I can say is I hope 2016 remains in 2016, and now that they're bringing back the original Ghostbusters and having Jason Reitman direct Ghostbusters 3, well, I can say this: Ghostbusters 2016, go die in a ditch. Oh, well, maybe I shouldn't say die in a ditch, because this is, after all, a franchise about ghosts. Okay, how about if you go jump in a ghost trap? Then we never have, and send you into the containment unit, so we never have to see you ever again. Now, if you like this video, subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed. If you're watching my videos but you're not subscribed, please subscribe to me. Subscribe to me at Read Comics They're Bad For You at YouTube, and also on BitChute at Comic Freak. Now, if you like this video, hit that bell so you get all my notifications for my future videos, and also hit that like button and leave some comments down below. And remember, keep checking back in future videos for more information on my own upcoming comic book, Scumdogs. Now, I will tell you this much: it'll be a far better, more enjoyable read than Ghostbusters 2016. I don't like that movie so much, I really don't want to even use the full name it was given. I'll tell you this much: Scumdogs will have interesting things happening in it. It'll have crazy characters going on crazy adventures with lots of action and mayhem. You'll see things explode and you'll have a lot of fun. I'm Chris Williams, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another review.